Set, watch him throw the ball. We gon' pick it off. You gon' let him hit the hole or you gon' cut it off. You gon' play through fourth and long or you gon' punt it off. Your defenders, heavy hitters, put your pads in. Don't be looking for the ref to throw no flags in. Keep the helmet on, keep the cleats tight. You the type to want to win by any means, right? You should look alive. This is Trap or Die.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to another episode of Trap or Die Podcast. I am your host of Trap or Die Podcast, Mual and Nick. I'm in here with the fellas, man. Minus two of them. Nick is in the building. Ryan and Rick is not here, but we're going to chop it up with the two, man, bro. Nick, how you feeling, dog?
Man, I'm doing pretty amazing, bro. This is week 3 at the new spot, man. Got the baby shower this weekend. A lot going on. Like mom coming in town tomorrow. It's crazy.
Dang, that is a little crazy. I forgot about the baby shower, man. I mean, well, forgot about it given that we're gonna be in Florida, so unable to attend, but definitely would have been able to pull up if we were in town. You kind of what you feeling about that, bro? You're getting closer to the date.
To be honest, bro, I be saying like, yeah, I'm trying to get as much sleep as I can. I can't.
Bro. Man, ain't gonna make no difference. Like, you're gonna be tired when the baby get here, and you might as well just not even worry about sleep. Like, honestly, not too focused too much on it, because it ain't like it's gonna change when the baby get here. You're just gonna be tired.
It's like, bro, it'd be like, damn, bro, I just want to like.
You may want to change your routine up though. What time do you get up in the morning? Because I know you go to the gym early, but what time do you actually get up?
5 o'clock. But lately I've been waking up before my alarm. So lately I've been waking up at 4:30.
Do you snooze or like you get up?
If I snooze, bro, it's a wrap.
All right, yeah, just keep getting up before 5, bro. Because I mean, obviously, I'm sure. I mean, of course, a baby's unpredictable, so like you don't even know when you got to get up. But like you practice some habits where you got to force yourself to get up, then you're outside of your schedule. May help you.
The first couple months you gotta wake up every 2 hours anyway to feed the baby. So,
oh damn,
yeah, it's that. But nah, bro, I mean, it is. It is what it is, bro. It's just a couple months. You know what I'm saying? Work from home, so I can just sleep out. I'm at work.
Wait, what? Oh no, you did say yours is a little different. So you're not going to use the maternity leave?
Nah, I'm gonna be at work.
I think you need to use maternity leave. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm gonna do the first week.
Because why would you do my opinion? Like, why would you? It's your first baby, and on top of that, like work is work. So why would you put yourself in a position where you got to wake up every 2 hours? You got to feed the baby. You got to fight to get some rest before you actually clock into work. But you also still dealing with your baby, your newborn, your first kid.
Yes.
Brad, if you can still do maternity leave, you can still put it in, Brad, use it.
So I'm gonna break it up though. I'm not gonna use it all at the same time. So I'm gonna chill for like a week, get like whatever schedule I got going on, then I'm gonna go back to work, quote unquote work. Probably work an alternative work schedule, a little AWS, and then I'm gonna use it again, use the rest of it later on, in like September or something, like after the summertime.
All right, I ain't want to say anything else. I have no idea what the right decision is, what the wrong decision is. So it is what it is. Let's get to the show, man. Everybody that's checking in live, we appreciate you watching. Appreciate y'all listening. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button on the YouTube side, audio side, man. Hit that follow button if you have not followed yet. Hit us with a rating and review. We definitely appreciate that as well. And it's free to do so. Takes 10 seconds to do so. So think about that when you're thinking about showing some support, man. You can do it that way. On the show today, y'all know what it is. Wild card recap. Some interesting games. More importantly, interesting from the standpoint of there was one team who got blown out, but they were a heavy favorite. From a public standpoint, not like a heavy, like 10 plus point favorite, whatever, but a heavy favorite from a public standpoint. And then outside of that one game that was surprising, there was only really one competitive game. Washington and Tampa Bay. Let's go ahead and start from Saturday to Monday, man. The biggest upset was the Los Angeles Chargers against the Houston Texans. Houston Texans start off a little slow, bro, but they end up dog walking Los Angeles, man. Justin Herbert 4 turnovers, bro. And not only was it 4 turnovers, I ain't gonna lie to you, Nick. I ain't see him coming. Like I was okay with like 1 or 2, right, within the flow of the game. It was just a nasty game, but like it's melted, bro.
Well,
2, by the way, but so 3 true turnovers, three true picks, but still, like you melted.
2 of them, I would say were on the receiver. I know the John Will Dissly actually came off his hands. I think Will Dissly also fumbled. It was just an all-around bad game for the Chargers. And to be honest, I mean, I picked the Texans to win the game. So I kind of obviously seen that coming. But I think it was. Now, I said this a while ago, too. I think Herbert is a cool quarterback. But I don't think he has the weapons to be great. I don't think he has the weapons to be competitive in that type of setting. Quentin Johnson, we already know he's not good.
Oh, my God. I had that man down for 4 receptions, bro, and he didn't get 1. And the man, he alligator armed the joint on the sideline and got popped anyway.
I don't know why I had him on the ticket. And I was nervous about putting Ladd on the ticket. I was like, dang, I wonder if Stingley going to travel. Didn't really travel. Cause I think he traveled for another game. I remember. I don't remember what game it was. But shout out to the Texans though. I do think they're going to lose coming up, but we'll get to that later. But I just think they took advantage of a offense that doesn't have that many weapons. I don't think they're too far from being a high-power offense. But shout out to Ladd McConkey. I think it was like a 75-yard touchdown he had.
Yeah, that was clean too.
Yeah, Moss somebody jumped. Like I'm like, he did them boys dirty. Then he took off. I'm like, yeah, okay. But they got some bright spots with him. Running game. Hopefully you get JK back and he's healthy again. But yeah, I mean they weren't supposed to be there. Shout out to the Texans for playing like they were supposed to play. CJ Stroud, still not impressed.
I thought Harbaugh was gonna say them boys in Los Angeles. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's why I had them when I was like, bro. First off, the pass rush, I like the angle wasn't wrong. Like you was getting pressure on CJ, but when he woke up, CJ woke up, bro. It was over for them boys, bro. They was on fire.
You want to know what's real crazy about that game? I was trying to make a bet at like halftime about Deontay Johnson's under. I was gonna bet his under receptions and under receiving yards live. I'm like, bro, I ain't even see Cuz getting the game all game. I ain't see a route. Shout out to God. He said, Nick, he gonna get in. He gonna get a catch for 12 yards. I'd have lost my money. So shout out to God.
Had that
one catch, bro, and like the fourth quarter. I'm like, bro, sit your ass down somewhere, bro. Then he got cut.
Man, turned up in the locker room, bro, while they celebrating and made it about him. It's a mess, and I can verify that through people that I know that can, that got ties to Deontay. If you catch my drift, like he ain't no good. And it's funny because I wanted him on Washington, like before the move to who was it that he went to? Before the move to
the Baltimore.
Yeah, but before the move to Baltimore, I wanted him in Washington. So I'm just glad they ain't waste their time, bro, because it would have been a mess. I think they would have used him here, but like when he ain't have his way, you be in the same boat having to cut him.
I think now what's funny, I think he'd have been a good number 2 or a good 1 to be to Terry. I think that'd have been. I think that he could elevate Jarvis.
I mean, yeah, that's why you would want to take him. So that's why I was like, yeah, it would have made sense. But like from from a fit standpoint, he don't fit with no team. It wouldn't even have mattered. Like he would have signed with any team. He probably would have had the same outcome. It's the reason why you on 4 different teams over this period.
I take that. I take that back. You want to know what's so crazy about y'all? Y'all don't have a problem with drops, and he would have brought that to the team. They contagious.
We've had some pretty significant drops. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
I know some games. Pittsburgh was terrible. That game against Pittsburgh, they had like 7, 8 drops that game, bro. Okay, where we at? Baltimore waxes Pittsburgh. Excuse me. We talking about Houston and how you had Houston. I was the only one who had Baltimore covering. Yes. Funny enough, I ain't even bet them. I took Pittsburgh plus the 11.5 and the over.
Damn.
No, over. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. I had Pittsburgh in the under, but I had alternate lines. And Pittsburgh ain't even covered the 11.5. I felt stupid because I'm like, I had Baltimore on the show. I do this all the time, and people that listen knows that I complain about this. Like, I rarely stick to my picks from this jump where I have like my best because it's my raw opinion. It's like I don't let the data get in the way. I don't let like numbers confuse my logic, and I fucked it all up. Yeah. Anyway, Baltimore beat the shit out of Pittsburgh, bro.
About Pittsburgh, bro, and this is on me. I should have known this. Arthur Smith is the offensive coordinator. They not finna score too much. He ain't no creativity. They don't have the raw talent that he has had in the past to succeed to overcome his plays. That's my fault. I should have known their offense wasn't that good. The best game they have is versus Cincinnati, whose defense is atrocious. So that's on me.
Well, it's another reason why they ain't good enough either, as well.
Yeah, I just said though. What's the next game? Buffalo and Broncos.
Nah, we ain't done yet.
Buffalo and the Broncos. Bo Nix had one good drive, and then
that boy Russell Wilson, hot ass. I'm glad it's finally. I'm glad. Look, I had to wait a little bit. I had to give him his credit when it was due, because he had a little hot streak. But boy, if he ain't revert back to his natural self.
Bro, it's not him, bro.
He ain't got nothing going for him.
It's the offense. What he got? It's the offense.
No, it's his play style, bro. It's his play style. What you mean? It's an offense where like they don't ask him to just go to number one and throw that bitch deep, and if it's not deep, just check it down or try to scramble. He can't even see out in the pocket. He can't even see down the middle of the field, bro.
So you trying to say my man? He is short.
But they're short. There are below average height challenge quarterbacks in the NFL.
Bryce Young, who just figured it out.
But he can throw to all areas of the football field.
Drew Brees, check down.
He can throw to all areas of the football field.
He had a receiver named Slant Boy for a reason.
He also had Marcus Colston, who
he did throw it deep every now and then. But
he also had Henderson.
Who?
He also I think I messed his name up, but he was the speedster.
It wasn't Henderson, bro. He had JJ Colston.
Marcus Colston. Boy, we old as hell, boy. Marcus Colston, bro. Marcus Colston. Let me go back to the Drew Brees days. I know who I'm talking about. Let me just go to 2015 season. Brandon Cooks. That's also not the guy that I'm thinking about. He had Dante Stallworth for a little bit.
I feel like I'm missing somebody. Like,
yeah, I know I wasn't tripping. Devery Henderson. That's the speedster that I was talking about. It was just very random. I got a good memory, bro. Anyway,
what years did Devery Henderson even play?
Devery was around between like the years they won the Super Bowl, like 08 to like 012, 2013, something like that. For a little, he had about 4 or 5 years with him.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, to that point, bro. I think Mike Tomlin's in a situation where you gotta seriously think about the quarterback position and take that seriously. What you gonna do, bro? You gonna let Russ go? You gonna let Justin Fields go? Are you gonna re-sign one of them, if not both? If you re-sign both of them, bro, re-sign or keep both of them. I don't know what their contract situation is in Pittsburgh. You might as well start looking for a new job, bro.
So
because that position right now is a joke, and you need to get better tremendously, expeditiously.
It's a couple of things Pittsburgh needs to do, and this is the problem I was talking about with us, bro. We never are in a position. They'll never be in a position to draft a good quarterback or somewhat, unless he got character flaws and he drops to that 18 to 22, 18 to 24 range, bro. Pittsburgh would never get a good quarterback. But I don't want to say never. But as long as Mike Tomlin's there and they keep winning 9-10 games, they stuck with bad quarterback play. Ideally, they could go get Sam.
Sam who?
Sam Darnold. Get him on a
short. Yeah, I thought about that too.
Get a short.
He's on a 1-year deal.
Yeah, get him on another 1 year or 2 year deal, 2 year $50 million. And draft a guy late, maybe work it out, or they could trade with somebody like Joe Milton, Henderson Hooker out of Detroit.
And first of all, Milton ain't no 16. He ain't built to be no starter, bro. He got in one game, bro.
I mean, I thought he played pretty decent even in preseason. I think he's solid. I think Henderson Hooker from out of Tennessee that's with Detroit.
But I'm not saying he ain't good like to be in the NFL, but he will get Mike Tomlin fired.
I don't know, bro. If Russ ain't getting fired, if Russ and Justin Fields ain't get you fired, bro.
Because Russ ain't, bro.
Mason Rudolph,
bro. Mason Rudolph was in the system for a couple years. He wasn't that good at all. But at the end of the day, bro, like that team in Pittsburgh is good enough to, like you said, be mediocre. If you have a quarterback, if you have a quarterback, bro, who is in a situation in Pittsburgh that he is inaccurate 70% of the time because he's exposed in terms of his snap count and his actual playing time is longer than just a 1 game sample size, bro.
Who we talking about?
Milton. And even any other person in that same boat, like you better off just going for Darnold or like trading up. Like you're gonna have to be the Kansas City Chiefs when they wanted Pat Mahomes. Trade the hell up for who you want, bro, and be firm in that decision. Otherwise, request a trade, Mike. That's all I gotta say.
I think Mike also gotta get rid of Arthur Smith.
We'll see, bro.
Same gotta have Bijan not touching the rock in Atlanta. He the number 1 pick.
Denver, Buffalo. It started out like it was gonna be a little. It was gonna be a little crazy. Gang, that boy Bo Nix dropped back through that ball.
43
yards. I'm like, oh, we got a game. They ain't score no more for the rest of the game.
Nah, bro. I was so sick because I'm like, all right. I'm thinking, but I was watching my show. First things first, and I listened. It was like, oh, the Broncos really ain't beat nobody. I was like, man, shit, they got 10, bro. They got to beat somebody. Ain't beat a motherfucking soul, bro. I was like,
they beat Tampa Bay. That was an impressive win at the time.
Okay, they beat Tampa Bay.
That was like week 3, week 4, because they just came off the win against Detroit. Tampa Bay did.
They beat it was like the Panthers, Raiders twice. They lost
to the Ravens 41-10, lost to the Chiefs 16-14.
Then they beat the Chiefs in the BS game. Nobody played. It was Carson Wentz.
Lost to the Bengals. Lost to the Chargers. Gave up 34 and 30 against the Bengals and Chargers.
Yeah, I was like,
gave up 41 against the Ravens.
Yeah, I mean, Look who you said.
I mean, they let the Steelers score 13 points. Come on, man.
That's not bad, bro. What you?
They lost to them.
Oh, it was like 13-6.
They lost 13-6.
Yeah. So yeah, I was like, yeah, bro, like I don't want to say fool's gold, but it's
for sure. Anyway, they out of here. Buffalo takes on Baltimore. We'll talk about them in a second. Washington Commanders closes. I'm looking at the wrong. I'm looking at this the wrong way. Anyway, Pittsburgh, Baltimore. We talked about that one. Denver, Buffalo, Green Bay, Philadelphia. Did you think that game was actually close, or was it like Philly had this the whole entire way? Did you think that Green Bay actually had a chance?
I think Green Bay lost a little juice on the first play of the game. I think Jordan Love, I don't want to say he got exposed because he did lose 2 of his receivers. The way they ended the season was the way they played that game. Just once they were playing for something, shit just tightened up. They just wasn't ready. Did they pay Jordan Love too soon? Maybe.
I mean, that's a legitimate question, but I mean, the dude came out, he was firing the ball to the other team. Like that one egregious pick with Nick Bond over the middle, bro. I mean, like your eyes told the story. Like he just followed your eyes and led it right to him. Like one of the easiest picks that any defender will ever have. And I think for Jordan and Green Bay, they just need to look at some receivers and like find somebody. Like I like Tucker Kraft, tight end position, you solid. Running back position, you solid. Obviously, Josh Jacobs. But you got to start looking and trying to find out if you can find a number 1 out there. Shit, go after T. Higgins. Like, try to bring T. Higgins out there.
They're going to have to or they
ain't going to trip about going to Wisconsin from Ohio.
You don't think Devontae can go back?
I think he could if he wants to. Like, it ain't no harm, no foul. I'm sure he ain't got no ill will towards Green Bay. But, once he did have a contract problem. That's the reason why he wanted to leave anyway. But
yeah, I think they should revisit Devontae and
go get T, bro.
I mean, either one is an upgrade from what they got.
Yeah. They got like committee, and that committee shit, like they got solid receivers, bro, but it only worked for like a year or two when they ain't know nobody. I mean, when the league ain't know none of them.
Yeah, I feel you, and then I feel like you make it harder on your offensive coordinator with Matt LaFleur when you're trying to scheme up everybody to get open. And then I think Jalen Reed, he was on a streak for like 6 weeks, touchdown to touchdown, and then next you know,
poof, gone. Washington, Tampa Bay. The game of the week, honestly, like literally, like it was the only competitive game. Jaden Daniels put the team on his back account for 87.
Oh wait, go back. Let's go back. We missed something. We missed something that he was saying.
Let's be quick.
I'm pretty sure I know you saw it, but the AJ Brown situation.
Reading a book on the sideline. Did you have a problem with it? I actually didn't see it. I think at the time that it happened, maybe I was walking my dog. Because the game, I was like, was it towards the end of the game?
Maybe like third quarter. Third or fourth quarter.
Then
But he realized, like, in the book, I don't even know if he turned the page at all. But
I showed y'all my parlay. He was the only person. I needed 4 catches. He had 1. Everybody else covered.
Yeah, Hurts only threw for like 131. I think one of them it's not one of them. AJ gonna have to leave in the offseason.
He's gonna be all right if they win a bowl, bro.
But they're not gonna win the bowl.
I don't think they are either. I think that's left for another team in mind. Washington Commanders, Tampa Bay.
I hope you don't think it's Washington Commanders.
Said Washington Commanders, Tampa Bay, bro. A great game. Daniels, 87% of the offense, 301 yards, led the team, put the team on his back, basically. And Tampa messed up, giving him the last drive of the game. They go down and win it on the end. I mean, at the end. I think for me, it was obviously an incredible game and an exciting game from our standpoint. I mean, it really was entertaining in itself. But Washington had the challenge of his life, and that was keeping Tampa Bay offense off the field. They was able to get the job done. Baker Mayfield only had 3 incompletions on the night. Mike Evans had his way against anybody that was checking him, mainly Marshawn.
Yeah,
tough game.
Hey,
but
man,
Washington got it done.
You said that's the best 4th round pick usage y'all got in a long time. I'll say this about the game, bro. I'm a firm believer that y'all should have lost. Not even trying to be like a hater or anything. I just think it's weird how y'all keep doing this. Like y'all always are in a position to win the game at the end, which is outstanding that you have that. But like, it's like when the Vikings kept winning by like one point here, last possession here. You got to win the game early, bro. Like, you can't keep relying on Jaden to be perfect on that last drive. But he's been doing it. Congratulations. It was a great game. I thought the Bucs should have ran the ball a little bit more because they was having their way.
Having their way in the second half.
Yeah, especially when
we shut that shit down in the first half.
Who got hurt?
Payne got hurt.
Yeah.
They was like, let me start toting.
Yeah, Bucky Harris started getting off. I was like, bro, keep running the ball. And they just, I mean, technically they didn't do anything bad on offense, but they try to get fancy and do the little jet sweep. Bro, just you're running the ball 4 or 5 yards a clip. Run the fucking ball. Don't try to be fancy. All this cute shit. Look at you. Now you fucking lost. Now you can be cute at home. Motherfucker.
1, 2, 3, Cancun. Minnesota and Los Angeles, man. The Rams beat the brakes off Sam Darnold and the Vikings, man. They go home after a 14-3 season, bro. I think that team in the Minnesota Vikings was trending downward for the last 2 weeks. Obviously, the eye opener was against the Detroit Lions, where Sam Darnold was really some cold shit. And wow, the offensive line this week against the Rams was not helpful. Sam could not elevate the team. 27-9. Los Angeles moves on to Philly, bro. What you think about that one?
Sam, I never seen somebody lose about 100 mil in 3 weeks.
Stock down the drain.
It's hard to be 14-3 again. You might have never seen that ever in your life. Maybe not even on Madden. But I feel for you, bro. I mean, even if you still get 50 mil, you know what I'm saying, you still all right. You don't need 180 mil, but it's nice to have. I do think he can either go to he got some spots he can go to, or he can stay there and compete with JJ McCarthy. But I forgot they still got Daniel Jones in the practice squad, so they got quarterbacks. I don't know, bro. It's tough, and it's like it's a waste of a season. But you just gotta.
It is a waste of the season, that's for sure.
You gotta.
I don't know if any people actually expected them to do this good with Sam Darnold. So, like, from a perspective standpoint, sure. I think they had a really good season, but like once you got in there, bro, you got 14 dubs, bro. Like, there should be no reason why you ain't getting out of the wild card, bro. So
I mean, it sound good, but you went against a better coach, a better quarterback,
and a defensive line that was hungry.
Yeah, I'm Jared Verse, Brandon Fisk. It's like
Matt Stafford damn near had 100 yards passing in the first quarter.
That's also true.
He tore y'all ass up.
Yeah, because I don't know what I was doing, but I seen I was like, all right, bet. I think it was 10-0. Then I seen It might have been 7-0. Then I was like, damn, this boy got. It was like he was like 11 for 11, 114. I was like, God damn. Can y'all fucking do? I thought this defense was all right.
Against the run.
Yeah.
That last game, they was leaking like a shit, boy.
Yeah. So I just think you go up against a coach like that who had basically 2 weeks to prepare, and Sean McVay, and he went out there and exposed. I also think it was some. When you play a physical team like Detroit, you're bound to have a letdown week. It was kind of how like San Fran was 2 years ago. When you play San Fran, that tough defense like that, tough game, takes a lot out of you. Show up the next week, you liable to, you know what I'm saying, lose against the spread. So, hey man, Sam,
good luck to you, buddy.
Wish you the best of luck. Hopefully you get 50 mil. Because I don't think they'll franchise tag you, but
I don't think so either. But let's go ahead and get ready for the divisional week. But first, let's hear from Underdog Fantasy. With this podcast sponsored by Underdog Fantasy, it is the best place to cash on all your takes during the playoffs. Which players are going off and which ones are ice cold. With over 5 million happy players and $2 billion won, Underdog makes it fun and easy to cash on all your favorite athletes' performances. With that pick'em game, you can win up to 1,000 times your money just by choosing higher or lower on player stats such as passing yards, touchdowns, interceptions, or more. Let me tell you what I got going on for Saturday. It's a 4-pick play. If you heard the Trapper Dive Commander side with the game preview against Detroit Lions, you understand where I'm at for the Washington Commanders game. But I got a Houston, Kansas City, and Detroit and Washington play with Patrick Mahomes going over 249.5 passing yards. Jahmyr Gibbs with an anytime touchdown, basically higher than 0.5 rushing or receiving touchdown. Jaden Daniels higher than 49.5 rushing yards. And then Nico Collins with 69.5 receiving yards. I'm going high on that. That's my 4-pick play for Saturday. They've got all your favorite leagues, man, teams and stars to choose from. Obviously, you can think about which players are going to rack up the higher or lower stat during the playoffs. Cook up some fire entries for a chance to win real cash prizes all playoffs long. Underdog is the only pick-em platform that puts cash in your hands, so you can either keep riding with your entry or tap win down to cash out wherever you want. And every underdog deserves a chance, or every dog deserves a chance. With Underdog Rescues, you can get your money back and receive a promo if an early injury causes your player to lose. That's important because think about Tyler Higbee. Speaking of the Rams, man, he got hurt last night. And if you think about a live play, or if you want to make some action like that, and a person like me who made the pick on a certain platform, that will not be mentioned. When I made that live pick, he got hurt like 2 minutes later, and I automatically lost because they ain't gonna avoid the bet. With Underdog's double flex option, you can take 2 L's and turn into a W as well. Anyway, Underdog is the best place to pay pick'em. Download that app, sign up using promo code TrapperDive, and deposit now to give to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. I repeat, this promo code TrapperDive. Download the app, use the promo code download to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. You must be 18 years or older, 19 years or older in Alabama, Nebraska, 19 years or older in Colorado for some games, 21 or older in Massachusetts and Arizona, and present in the state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Board in Colorado for some games. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. If you're in Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. If you're in New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY to 467-369. All right, let's get into divisional round. We got 3 games on the slate for our pick for our beat the odds segment. And while we're doing that, in the absence of Rob, we got to make sure that he is heard in this moment.
We got a ball game. We got a ball game. We got a motherfucking ball game. We got a ball game. We got a ball game. We got a motherfucking ball game.
Luckily, Rod is not here because he would go. Oh no, he did get a win. That's Rick that I'm looking at. Rick went 0 for in his wild card round. He didn't get one thing right at all. Let's share the screen right now. That is unfortunate, Rick. So let's make sure that we give a round of applause for Rick for going 0 for, man. It's a very, very, very hard feat, but he got it done. Nick, I got a few more minutes left, man. We would love to elaborate. Let's get like a 1-sentence blurb from each of these games. That's on the slate. Houston and Kansas City is up first. Who do you think covers? But let's get a one sentence blurb on how you think that the game actually goes.
I think Houston might have been a little bit of fool's gold last week. I got Kansas City.
All right. And by the way, we're going to get Rye and Rick's picks before the games actually come out. So you'll see them next week by the time we start the next show. But we don't have them live as we're doing it. I got my blurt, man. I actually agree with Nick. I think that Houston started off strong, and I also think that if like that outing is indicative of like what they're capable of, I think that they very well could cover, but I don't trust that offensive line at all. The Chargers wasted a good opportunity of what they were able to do early on. So give me Kansas City, because I don't think it's going to be the same case against the same case for Houston against Kansas City. I think they're going to have some trouble, especially with Kansas City getting off to a fast start. Los Angeles Rams, Philadelphia Eagles. Philly is 6-point favorites at home against the Los Angeles Rams. Nick, who you got?
Upset of the week. I got outright winner Los Angeles Rams.
Okay.
This will be the best offense that the Eagles have played all year. Two good receivers, a good running back, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, and a Super Bowl winning head coach that can get shit right. So, all right, baby.
I actually like that argument enough to where I'm tempted, but at 6, I'm gonna go with Philly, bruh. I don't think that the Rams was going to win it, but I did think that they was going to be able to keep it closer than that blowout that they had the first time that they played each other. But I'm gonna go ahead and give Philly the edge with the 6 points. If it was like a 7.5, I'd probably take Los Angeles, but I'm in it to win it, baby. Give me Philly -6 against the Los Angeles Rams. I think that Philly is good enough to beat them by a touchdown. Baltimore, Buffalo. Baltimore is 1.5 point road favorites. That is the first time that Buffalo has ever been a home team in the playoffs where they were an underdog. Buffalo, 1.5 point home dogs. Who you got?
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be cold.
Okay, Mike Irvin.
Give me.
We played in that cold weather. We was cold.
Be more by 14. A late game touchdown pulls away. Derrick Henry probably go for 183.
I'm with you on this one. Baltimore again against Buffalo. This is just one of those. This is just one of those games where one of those matchups where they ain't got the horses in the trenches. So give me Baltimore as well. In our upsets of the week, you said is the Rams.
For sure.
And it's the Commanders for me.
Oh,
look at the Detroit Lions, baby. We out here, man. I'm in full homer mode. I said it on Twitter, bro. It ain't no stopping me. It ain't no stopping me, man. And y'all gonna have to, I gotta see us losing to believe that we're gonna lose a game. That's where I'm at. And if we lose, so be it, but I don't see it happening until it happens. Commanders, upset of the week, bro.
Boy, this one gonna hurt, boy.
It might hurt, bro. But I'm here for it, man. You know what I'm saying? I might be a little lit during the game anyway, so I'm here for it, bro. All right, that is our condensed version of the show. 2-man show. Rick and Rye will be back next week. Rick is on the road to Florida. I will be there tomorrow. By the time you're hearing this, I'm probably going to be already in Florida, by the way. And Rye will be back next week as well. He's dealing with some things. Mm-hmm. Again, schedule-wise, we'll be here for the Commanders Lions post-game recap immediately following the final whistle. Hopefully we talk about the Commanders dub. But until next time, man, y'all take it easy. Enjoy yourself, Nick. Enjoy the games this weekend. We up out here. And the baby shower. I'm sorry.
For sure.
Chop it down. Chop it down. Chop it down. You gon' chop it down. Chop it down. You gon' chop it down. Damn, set. Watch him throw the ball. We gon' pick it off. You gon' let him hit the hole or you gon' cut it off. You gon' play through 4th and long or you gon' punt it off. Your defenders heavy hitters, put your pads in. Don't be looking for the ref to throw no flags in. Keep the helmet on, keep the cleats tight. You the type to want to win by any means, right? You should look alive. This is Trap or Die.